Went to Winnipeg in 2016. 2016, I was told, was not the worst winter. It was a really nice winter for Winnipeg. Well, I was freezing. I remember going to Winnipeg and saying to myself, we should send the criminals here. This is where we should send criminals. Criminals shouldn't serve sentences in prison. They should come to Winnipeg. They should. And then knowing when the cold start bites you, you just want to do the straight and narrow. You just want to do the right thing. Legitimize your businesses, and you just want to be a good citizen.
It's not lying though, because we noticed during the winter time, limited amount of crime, almost everybody too cold. They can't rob nobody. Cold.
Checked on the bus. I didn't have data at the time. Did not have data in the winter taking public transportation. Stop. This was the coldest day for 2016. I remember feeling the cartilage and the muscles in my thighs crystallize the way that they were cold. I'm not lying to you. And I said, I started to pray. And it's like, I was like, people are supposed to go through this.
Self-inflicted.
So I went back, I literally went back to the apartment. I went back upstairs. It took me like 3 minutes. I tried to cool off as quick as possible, grab my phone, use the Wi-Fi inside, and try to figure out when is the next bus to attempt number 2. And I promise you, when I went back to the bus stop, any bus will come with a jump on it. I don't care where I carry me go. Any bus will come me, I take me nasty outside.
If anybody knows me, no, I cannot handle AC. I have a problem with AC. Like, I don't do cold. And I came to Canada. I really don't know how the two work together, but I knew that was probably going to be the thing that took the most adjustment for me. So I was very often wearing most of my clothes. You hear that talking about layering? Yes, I was layering 3 pants, 3 shirts, hat, jacket,
3 socks.
3 socks, everything going out there because you think that's what you need to survive. And the funny thing is, settling in Canada, you just get used to it. And the weather, you get used to just about everything, and the weather is one of them. Yeah. So I think this winter,
that's hard for a lot of Jamaicans to understand, but trust me,
you
get used to
it.
I mean, it doesn't mean that we like the cold, but we'll get used to it.
To give you a little bit more perspective, it's not that you get used to, like how, you get used to the heat in Jamaica or whatever. Your body physically changes.
Yeah, your body actually gets used to it.
Your blood gets thicker to try to trap the heat more, to keep your body warmer.
Well, this is how I knew that I was able to handle Canada when the first time I visited Jamaica and I was ready to go back to Canada.
Hot.
It was too hot. My body couldn't handle it.
It's too hot.
I was never a person who sweat constantly. I was sweating all the time. I was ready. After 2 weeks, I'm just like, Canada.
It's true though,
and I was just like, I can't wait for my central.
I heard the horror stories, and also me decided to drink a couple cups of Cersei tea before I went to Jamaica the first summer because I was not going to boil inside of my body for what? No. So I tried to thin my blood a little bit with the Cersei tea.
But you do get used to it because, and people would hear the temperatures like, -10, -15, and they're like, oh my God, how?
Yeah.
It's really not that bad.
It's not bad.
Because this winter, and I still don't even know how I managed.
Well, this winter is different.
Good.
This winter
has been good. We've only had a couple of really cold days.
I wore my winter jacket probably one time twice. I wore it this Friday because it was the coldest day of the year, and I wore it earlier in the year, like when it was gonna be like -20
And this is someone who still takes public transportation, so because for us, we can go in the car and warm up the car quickly or whatever. But for someone who is going out and waiting on the bus and if she can handle it, then trust me, it's
I've been
really
wearing
good.
my fall jacket the whole time I've been here.
No, it's really been a good. I haven't layered at all.
I have not layered.
Like I'll wear a sleeveless dress under my jacket. I wore dresses straight through the winter kind of thing. Like, and so this winter has been pretty good. You can't do that every winter.
No.
But you definitely start to adjust to the weather. You really don't feel it the way you feel it when you probably just arrive or when you're mentally anticipating what to expect. It's different. So the weather is one of those things you have to get accustomed to when settling in Canada.
Then obviously it's everywhere in Canada because
everywhere.
It's not like the US where some
places worse though, like Winnipeg. Yeah.
Alright, so guys, not the tangent.
She's convinced.
No, guys, not the tangent. Winnipeg is not that cold. Don't go there.
It just means she's adjusted very well to it.
But she's also not experienced the worst winters.
I haven't experienced the worst winters in Ontario. I've experienced a decent winter because I used to walk to work. I used to walk 20 minutes outside to work. I just didn't want to take the skywalk. It was always like -15, so it wasn't that bad. The winter in
Most people
Winnipeg.
Understand what we mean by that. Like how is -15 not that bad?
The winters in Winnipeg compared to the winters here in Ontario or Toronto are different.
Yes, they are.
Winnipeg winters are dry. By dry winters, I mean it's like you walked into a freezer and you're staying in the freezer. So whatever temperature the freezer, it's consistent. It's just dry. It's just freezing.
Here it fluctuates.
Here it fluctuates, and here it's humid. It's wet. So I feel honestly like there are different layers in the wind. There is ice shards, there is cold, there is dry, there is wet. Sometimes it feels like the cold is penetrating. like it bites. Ontario winter, GTA winter, it bites you. It feels like a bunch of ants.
That winter that I first came here, 2013, 2014, was the coldest winter I've ever experienced. There was an ice storm in December, and I'm at the house by myself, and the lights went out for about like 30 minutes. But those 30 minutes,
I was like,
come back on.
oh, I'm going to freeze to death. This is the end of it. All right, good run. At least I got here. And the temperatures, like I look back through Facebook because I posted when you have the weather app and you see the weather, I posted my screenshots and it would be like -20, wind chill -40, and I'm like, Jesus. You're walking out and you're bundled up. The only thing that's showing is your eyes, and your eyes are hurting you because it feels like pins are sticking in. It's horrible. Right? It's biting you. It is biting you.
And it's hot.
And somebody had once said to me, "Oh, 0 degrees is a great day. That's a good day." And
They're
I'm
not
like,
lying though.
what
They're
the
right.
hell are they talking about? But then when I experienced my first -20 and then the next day was like 0 degrees, I was like, I'm hot. I'm sweating. What is this? But yeah, so the weather is something that you have to get adjusted to and get used to. You need to have somebody here to tell you, okay, this jacket is a good jacket to get. These boots are a good boot to get. Like, I spent so much money buying jackets and scarves because I'm trying to figure this out on my own. You buy the scarf and no, buy a leather this, buy that, do this, do that. You're hearing all these different things and you're going out and you're buying and nothing works.
I co-sign on everything Kelly said. Before I got here, before the ticket buy, before the visa approved, student visa approved, I actually went online. I think it was eBay at the time. Bought 12 wool socks. 12 wool socks from the UK. It took 8 weeks to ship to Jamaica. Yeah, I brought things from Jamaica to Canada like a smarty pants. Bought sweaters and hoodies, all China size that have never fit me. like a whole heap of things about my winter shoes. It wasn't winter boots, like the Uggs, but it wasn't the Uggs, obviously, at eBay. And that still, I still have that still serve me.
I think it was Dana was saying your body adjusts to the cold and to the weather, because like that first winter I was wearing my thermal leggings. I had on leggings, and then I had on my pants under that. I had on thin socks, and then I had on my double thick socks. I would wear a mitten, 3 shirts, a sweater, a jacket, everything, because it was cold. And I was taking the bus at that time, and I realized that like year after year it has not been that cold, but the clothes, I don't necessarily have to wear the thermal pants. I don't have to have on the 50 different socks. I can be okay in my sleeveless and my jacket over it. Your body adjusts. And I went to Jamaica for the summer last year for the first time during the summer.
Now go back a summer.
No, go back into the summer. I'm getting that turned that right now.
No, go back to that. Every time I go to Jamaica from now on, it's during winter.
During winter.
I actually haven't been home during the summer.
Y'all can wait till September, October.
September,
If you
October.
wanna, not catch those
not
winter
summer.
flight tickets.
I'm okay in Jamaica in my shorts and my thin tank top, and everybody in them jackets, and I'm like, what's it talking about? I'm hot.
I remember when I went home 2018, first time I went home in 2.5 years since I just got to Canada. Oh, and by the way, big up to the first generation Canadians. Just kidding, don't count. Big up to the first generation Canadians. We tried. Hopefully we'll come. Your mother's a Canadian, so you don't count. You're a first generation.
How about for you guys? Does Canada feel like home?
No.
No?
That was too fast? I'm sorry.
It feels like home now, because I know when I went to Jamaica, I said I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
So it's a toss up, because when you're here, you're like, oh, I'm going home, but when you're there, you're like, oh, I want to go home. So it's just like, what is it really?
Canada feels like home to me.
No, I still feel like I'm on the hamster wheel. For me, I'm still on the hamster wheel. I haven't settled
But
in yet.
because
I just
you
jumped
just
from
came over to
yeah,
Toronto.
yeah,
So
yeah.
When I was there, I still wasn't home because my mind was on coming to Toronto.
Toronto,
So,
yeah. So you haven't got
I
the chance
haven't
to
got
go.
the chance to
No.
breathe yet. I'm still next step. Okay, do this.
yeah, and
Next
you
step.
won't, because your next step is apartment hunting
Thing
and
and
this
this and
and
all
that.
of this
Yeah.
and family
I mean,
and it's a lot.
Jamaica is always home. Jamaica
Yeah.
will always be home.
Yeah.
But
It have a good chunk away, so.
yeah, but for me, Canada feels like home. And I can say that because I lived in another country too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which
Yeah.
never
Felt
felt like
like
home.
home.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
mean,
It's home in the sense that like I spent a very significant part of my adulthood there, and so I have an attachment to that place, and I have people there who are like family to me.
And the
But-
beaches look really nice.
Awesome, go to Angola if you can, man. But there's a difference. Maybe it's a mindset. I don't know.
oh, it's all of it is my
Probably
all of it is
mindset,
mindset.
but
you know that this is
it.
where I'm
Because
settled.
it's not
Yeah.
like it's not like they're not
This is
trying
where the
to make
kids are
it
gonna
like home for you.
come. This is where your boo is gonna be. Like
No.
everything is gonna happen here. So
It's not like they're not trying to make it home for you. They're not trying to make it uncomfortable. They're not trying to push you out as an immigrant or keep you in as an immigrant. They're not trying to not make it home. It's just all of this is just a
Your
mindset.
mindset.
So it's just a matter of you getting your mind right. And that comes with experience. It comes with information. It comes with preparing yourself, preparing other people around you. It comes with positive thinking, because depression is it's a stage, it's a cycle in culture. In culture adaptation, you are going to get depressed. You are going to want to go home.
Yeah.
You are going to miss your family and friends.
especially during the holidays and those kind of periods, you notice that you need to check on your friends more, because like these people here, they're not with their immediate family, so I always have to make sure you check on your friends and see if everything is okay, especially around the holidays.
Yes.
And I realized also, most of us have come up around the same time, and I've noticed now that most of us are getting our footage now versus a few years ago.
When we just came,
When we
it
just
takes
came,
a
we were
while.
all,
It does.
you know,
It takes
like
a while.
on the mountain trying to climb.
Right.
And a lot of people
It takes
now.
a while.
It's a grind.
Yeah.
It takes a while.
And I think for us, I think all of us have come here and done pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of settling in, adjusting, and really making this a great opportunity, thank God. And I think we've all done well. I think everybody's experience is different. Some persons have come
And left.
and left.
Yeah.
They just couldn't handle it, and there's no judgment in that.
No,
it's
no,
for some, it's not
it's
for
not
some.
an
not for
easy
everybody.
thing to do.
I mean, fortunately for us, we all came and we're all able, despite our respective experiences, we settled and we're doing well.
Yeah, because up to now, I have a friend saying he wish he didn't leave. Like, he would have been so much further now. And when he went back to Jamaica, he couldn't find the job that he once was in, and it was just too much for him. And
Patience, remember the
Yeah.
patience. With the patience.
And he
Canada
wants to
teaches
come
you
back,
patience.
but he has to start the process all over again. I'm just like, well, I mean, it's your choice.
It's not a promised land kind of
No.
experience where you
No,
come and
it's
land
not.
and everything.
Yeah.
And you see, I think a lot of people give that impression on social media.
On social media,
They,
but you
they,
have
they
to
post
remember,
these fancy cars and big
Fine.
houses.
It's
and
not
this and
it's
that.
a better
easy.
rules.
As if it's a, you
Nowhere.
come and you get rich.
Not in the UK, not in the US.
Not here.
Not here.
Not in
In
any
some
part of
ways,
Europe.
it's
in
not.
some ways, it's harder being here than it is being in Jamaica.
Yeah.
By far.
Especially you're here.
Okay, let's break it down. Not to tangent, let's break it down. Let's just say you don't have any money in Jamaica and you're hungry. What you do? You go to your neighbor. Yeah. You don't have no money in Canada and you're hungry. What you do? You call them food for the poor or the Harvest Canada or the people who provide food for people who don't have food, and you go there and pick up your package. You know, like
Well, not so easy.
it's not so easy. I'm sign up all these
You have
things
to
and
make
there's
sure
a
that you
waiting
don't have
period
any
and how
money.
much people live in your house
Yeah.
and so on and so on. And they give you packages per, you know, like ration packages
How many people in your household?
per that and so on.